Hi, I'm David Rosenblum. I'm looking forward to working with you in PM740 this spring, the comparative study of health systems in a bunch of rich and middle-income countries. The purpose of my talking to you today is to get ready for our first class and to give you a very broad outline of what we're going to be doing in the class. Also attached to this email is a copy of the syllabus, which I really urge you to look at as soon as you can. The full Blackboard site will be available the week before class, but the syllabus that you get today will get you started. Our goal in this class is really twofold. First, to learn a little about a lot of different health systems in both rich and middle-income countries. And to do this, we'll use a standard format that was really established by the World Health Organization to look at the major components of each of these healthcare systems. And the second purpose of the substance of the course is to learn the methods and, frankly, limits of comparative analysis. And in order to make sense of comparative analysis, we need to know a little bit about the economies, the politics, the history, and the culture of all of the countries that we look at. Because health systems are part of and grow from the culture and history and economics of each of the countries, and so they're all going to be different, even though we see some similarities across national boundaries. So we'll learn about the countries and we'll learn about comparative politics. We'll also get some skills, I hope. Principally the skills of gathering and synthesizing information, and then practicing presenting information to each other. We'll also develop some skills in teamwork because the course is organized as a team exercise. Let me say a little bit about how we'll work together and also about our first week. The way we're going to work together is that we're going to start meeting twice a week on February 23rd, and then Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. I think the room is L214. And we'll be there together for an hour and a half to 2 hours every Monday and Wednesday morning. On Mondays, we will focus on the introduction for the themes for that week, insofar as we have guest lectures or I'll be lecturing and you'll be doing a lot of reading and taking pre-class quizzes. Those will all, in general, happen on Monday. And we'll do some teamwork together in class on Monday, but Wednesday will largely be teamwork. And on every Wednesday, there'll be one paper that will be led by one of the students. And the rest of the students will have read that paper, but one student will lead the discussion of it. And also on Wednesday, we'll do a lot of teamwork in completing some of the background information and some of the factual information you'll need to know about your own country in order to prepare the reports that we'll talk about in a second. So Mondays, presentations, lectures, Wednesdays, lots of teamwork. We'll be doing some Harvard Business School and other business school cases about individual countries over the course of the semester, and most of those will be on Wednesday and always led by one of the students, but some of those may sneak into Monday as well. We'll see how it goes as the semester goes along. The second thing that I want everybody to understand is that you'll each be in a team of two focusing on one country. And you'll be gathering lots of information together about those countries, and we'll decide which country each of you is going to have during that first Monday of class on the 23rd. And then over the course of the semester, you'll learn a lot about the country that you're focusing on. so that by the 7th week, you'll be presenting to me and starting to the rest of the class a PowerPoint presentation about the country that you've selected on, and also a written paper about one particular aspect of the country that you're interested in. And we'll go into the details about all of this when we get together. And then finally, toward the very end of the semester, you'll be presenting a paper, short papers, so no more than 5-6 pages really, on one policy problem in the country that you're studying that you think is important, and you'll be presenting to the Minister of Health a proposal, a policy proposal for addressing the problem you've identified in your health system. And in order to make your policy proposal, you'll be drawing on what you've learned about some of these other countries and how they're dealing with the same issue in their health system. And the idea here is to really test out the limits and utility of comparative analysis to make a specific policy proposal in the country that you're working on. And so that's sort of a general outline of how we'll be working together. Now, getting started for the first week, there are reading assignments that I really want you to complete before we get together on Monday, the 23rd. There are 2 books that I want you to buy. One of them is Theodore Marmer's book about comparative health systems. The details are available in the syllabus. And the second is a book by Bruce Freed and Gatos, which has some introductory chapters about the sort of framework of health systems that we'll be looking at, and then lots of brief summaries of a lot of different countries. And so it will become a sort of core reference book for you permanently. And so I want you to read the chapter 1 in each of these books for the first week in class. And the other thing that I'd like you to do before we come to class together is to at least glance at 2 of the key web resources that you'll be using during the semester. The first, believe it or not, is the CIA World Fact Book. And again, the syllabus gives you the details of where to find that online. But the CIA has a publicly available summary of virtually every country in the world, with lots of information about economics and culture and politics and their health systems. And so I want you to learn how to use that document. The OECD, which is the sort of club of rich countries, collects a lot of information about the economies and health systems of countries, and it's all available online. And so I want you to learn how to use that reference tool online, because we'll use it a lot during class. So for our first class together, please read those introductory chapters and take a look at the websites, so that when we start on the 23rd, we'll have a common starting point. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, looking forward to working with you. The syllabus will get you started. The Blackboard will be complete well before class, and we'll send you another email to let you know when everything is up and posted. Thanks a lot. I look forward to seeing you soon.